to Bakana Media YouTube channel. My name is Mpo. In today's video, we are going to hear about the review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. That is the cell phone which my son has done. So I'm going to be behind the camera as I'll be asking him some questions, telling us how he's done it, what inspired him to do it. I believe you're going to enjoy the video, and I believe that you're going to learn a lot. Please remember to subscribe, like and share this video because more videos are coming. So please stick around, let's move together. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Yeah, I'm now behind the camera. This is my son. His name is Mpo Jr. I'm going to ask him some questions about his review. So Mpo, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very good. Can you tell us about your review? What inspired you to do the phone review?
The reason I chose to do a phone review is because I'm most familiar with tech. Like I've grown up watching tech reviews. Like I do tech projects on the side. I'm just overall most familiar with tech, and what I'm able to do quickest.
Why not the review of something else? Why the phone?
I could do reviews of a lot of other things. The reason I chose this phone, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, is because I'm most familiar with tech. I can bring the review the fastest, but I could do reviews of other things like routers or TVs or computers or printers. Just give me enough time and I could give a decently high quality review. Beyond that, I'm also familiar with tech projects. One of my favorite ones are the Tesla coil, which I built, which is basically just a high voltage transformer. Stay tuned to the channel to watch that later. I'm also familiar with other projects like a TENS unit, which is basically just
a what?
A TENS unit.
Okay.
A TENS unit is basically a device that is meant to control your muscles.
Okay. Can you tell us more about that? How does it control your muscle?
It controls like the way it controls your muscles is the same way your brain controls your muscles. Your brain controls your muscles via electrical signals through your nerves. A TENS unit hijacks that by bringing electricity directly to the muscles. So it tricks the muscles into thinking the brain is commanding it to move, basically.
Okay, thank you, Mpo. So this device, where is it applicable?
Okay, this device is mostly applicable in the field of medicine, like in mostly used for physical therapy, because a side effect of this device when it's hooked up to a muscle is that it has some evidence of actually blocking the pain from being transmitted from the muscles. So like, for example, chronic pain in a muscle group, it's possible to attach this device to a muscle and turn it on to actually like alleviate some of the pain. And this device is called a TENS unit, but the full name is a transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator.
Can you repeat that?
No, the full name is a transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator. The reason we call it TENS is because TENS is much shorter to pronounce and it's easier to pronounce.
Wow. Where do you get all these things from, all this knowledge from?
Like this whole adventure of mine started from when I was very little, because from all the way back, I always used to like taking my toys, breaking them apart and finding out how they work. And I've always been a curious young child. And then once I discovered the internet, my curiosity only grew further. And I always used to watch science documentaries, like documentaries of how this works and this and that. I was always a curious lad while I was growing up.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm currently 17 years old.
Okay, in which grade are you now?
No, I'm in grade 12 now.
You are doing grade 12 now?
Yes.
What do you intend to study in the university?
My two dream courses are aerospace engineering and astronomy and astrophysics. Okay. And like with aeronautical engineering, which is the first one, it has two branches: astronautics and aeronautics. Astronautics deals with designing and building craft that fly in outer space, so which is like the rocket, satellites which give us GPS, and a lot of other things like communication satellites. Another field of aerospace is aeronautics. Aeronautics deals strictly with objects that fly in the atmosphere, mostly planes, avionics, like the things that drive aeroplanes and stuff like that. The second course in university I want to study is astronomy and astrophysics. That course deals with the study of objects that are in space, such as like satellites, telescopes observing the universe, for example, like observing near like other solar systems, or looking out for asteroids. Like, in fact, like one of my favorite applications of astronomy is the observation of asteroids, because like it's very important to track space rocks that are in space, because if one sneaks up on us and hits us, it could be very devastating. NASA actually has a department which is dedicated to observing the solar system around us, to check if there are any dangerous space rocks coming our way. So yeah, that's astronomy, just observing the universe, studying it, learning how it works.
So currently, do you know anything about solar systems, anything regarding the space, moon, stars, any of those things?
Oh yeah, I could share some fun facts. Like one fun fact is that like it doesn't take a very big space rock hitting us to cause a lot of damage. In fact, just a space rock 10 kilometers wide hitting Earth could cause a global mass extinction and possibly kill us all. So yeah, and then another fun fact is how big the universe actually is. For example, like the nearest star to us is around 4 light years away, and a light year is a unit of measuring distance, and 1 light year is approximately around 9 trillion kilometers, and the nearest star to us is 4 light years away, which means with our best technology, to travel there to take around 40,000 years to reach the nearest star. And that's just the nearest star with our fastest tech. And space is very big. Just our own Milky Way galaxy is around 100,000 light years across, which is unimaginably huge. And that's just our galaxy. There are also a bunch of other galaxies which are much, much further away. And our Milky Way galaxy has an approximated 100 billion stars in it. And there are other galaxies outside of our galaxy. For example, the nearest galaxy to us, the Andromeda galaxy, is around 2.5 million light years away, which is also an incomprehensibly large distance. So overall, our universe is very, very huge. And it's very, very complicated, which is why I would love to study it in university.
Wow, that is very, very impressive. Yeah, to think that you know all these things before you even reach university. Yeah, no, well, thank you very much, Mpo. So now we are going to see the review of the Xiaomi Redmi Pro Note 10, right? Yes. Okay, my people, I hope you're going to enjoy. Yes, please remember to subscribe and to like and to share this video. You see, I will really appreciate.
Hello everyone, this is Mpa from Pakana Media, and today we're going to take a look at the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro 3 years after its launch and after 3 years of use. The main screen is a 6.67-inch AMOLED with a super smooth 120Hz refresh rate and a standard brightness of 500 nits with a peak brightness of 1200 nits. Both the front and back are protected by a panel of Gorilla Glass 5 with a plastic frame around the corners and edges. This phone also has support for dual SIM and memory card, which, to be honest, is getting quite rarer to find with phones nowadays. This is the phone conditions after 3 years of use. To be fair, it was using the case that it came with, but I think it's impressive how well it held up after all these years. It has been dropped quite a few times, with minimal damage in the front and only minor scratches in the back. This device comes equipped with a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, which also doubles as the power button. As you can see, the sensor is very responsive here. The phone also has facial recognition, but I always prefer using the fingerprint sensor as it's way faster. This Xiaomi has a dual speaker setup with a 3.5mm headphone jack. The sound quality is also pretty decent. Have a listen for yourself. This device is powered by the Snapdragon 732G processor, which was released in 2020. Despite being almost 4 years old, this processor is still quite capable. I will be testing it by playing Beach Buggy Racing 2 cranked to maximum settings. The game actually performs quite good. I can barely see any lag or slowdown. The good processor coupled with a large 5020 mAh battery will ensure long hours of gaming, but I must add that after 3 years the battery has degraded quite a bit, especially since I was using the fast charger that came with the phone, which is proven to speed up battery degradation. Sorry for the bad driving. It's hard to drive with one hand. The camera system consists of a 108 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor arranged in this configuration. This is the camera app, and in the camera settings you can see settings such as the macro photos mode, the movie frame mode to give photos a cinematic vibe. There is also an HDR feature for taking pics in challenging light levels. If we switch to the video mode, we will find the settings to change the video quality from 720p all the way to 4K. We can also see other features like macro video mode, and the moving target video mode for tracking moving targets. The camera also has steady mode, which uses electronic stabilization to keep your video steady while you are moving. There's also a pro mode which you can mess around with focus, shutter speed, settings, and all that good stuff. There's also a more section which has extras like slow motion, 108 megapixel mode. It's time to see some of these photos. This first image is a macro image and it looks stunning. You can see so much of the detail and clarity with very little noise. The second macro shot is very similar with good separation from the background. Where this camera really shines best though is landscape photographs during the day, where you are surprised by the level of detail in the shot. From the mountain range and trees in the background to the house closer by, everything looks gorgeous. Same with this one, you can see how vast and wide this village is. But unfortunately, low light is this camera's weakness. This is a shot of a sunset at my house and there is quite a lot of noise in the shot and also not a lot of detail. Some spots of the photo are underexposed and there's little detail in the shadows. Overall, I would not recommend this camera for low light situations. But now it's time I bring something about this camera to attention, which is very important. Yep, out of nowhere, this camera likes to give errors of the camera not responding, and it has been doing this since we bought it 3 years ago. The worst part is that it is impossible to predict and only seems to ever come up if you are rushing to take a picture or video, which can be incredibly frustrating if you are trying to take a quick family photo and then the camera dies on you. This phone also has an issue where if you record for a long time, it just overheats and stops your video. So it's safe to say this camera has a reliability issue. That's it for the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.
Yes, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Hasta luego. Asante. Adios.